What's good, family? Yeah. So, part two, we are talking about proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. Yeah. So, before we go into our face massage and face massage techniques, I wanted to go over some of the ideas of proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. Which is quite a long name. But in regards to knowing like some of the techniques that go into the use of this stretching technique will help us to know how to uh, massage our face in a better way. Because there's a lot of I guess tense and relaxing type of positions that I want to put you in for massaging your face that coalesce with the ideas of proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. Yes? Okay, so first, you go ahead and break down this word a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. Yeah? So, proprioception. Proprioception is the body's awareness of its position and movement in space. So, in a very short, simple, basic way to think about it, it's your body's grid, how your body sees itself. It is the body's mirror, if you will. It's like this is what I look like on a daily basis. This is how I'm positioned, and because of the actions that you give your body each day as you move in your daily practices of your life, will determine what position and what movements are most strengthened or likened to, leaned on by the body. Okay? One. Two, neuromuscular is the connection of the neural or the nervous system and the muscular system and its connection with the facilitation pretty much is like like facilitating a meeting, making sure that everyone gets a chance to speak. So in essence, like the collaboration of your nervous system and your muscle system's communication with each other. So it's facilitating the communication between your nervous system and your muscles to increase or to balance your body's awareness of itself. It's proprioception. So speaking from it backwards, you are facilitating the communication between your nervous and muscular system to increase the range of motion and strength of your body's awareness of itself. Awareness of itself and how it positions and moves itself through space. Okay, so there's that. Right. So why is this important? So to think about this, let's see if I can give you a good example. My position. This is my body's normal position. Yes, shoulders down. How I'm standing and presenting myself to you is how my body views itself in space. Yes. Now, depending on my actions, depending on the actions that I give my body each day will determine the difference between me being here and me being in another position. Say, I am a secretary, right? And my shoulders are up here all day typing on the computer, right? If my habit is to have my shoulders up typing on the computer, the body thinks about this movement that I am doing and positions me in a place to where it's easiest and most balanced to complete that daily practice of which I do. So if I am usually up here like this, the body says, you know what? This position doesn't work for you. Like, I want to make it easy. Let me put you up here because now you can quickly get to your arms and go back down. You know, you have quicker access to your habit, your daily habit of life. So your body is constantly looking at you and determining your positions of what you do on a daily basis and how you move so that it can position you in the best possible position so that you can complete your tasks all day long, right? So here's the thing in regards to that whole statement. is that your body is very, no, it's not very, it is. Your body is impersonal. It does not consider whether you like the position. It doesn't consider whether that position causes you pain or harm or whatever. It just knows that you position yourself this way all the time. It knows that you move this way all the time. So in essence, since you do that, there's no like, should you do? I don't know. Like, I may think it's no. The body's not even thinking about that. It doesn't think about that at all. It just says you are doing this, so I'm going to put you in the best possible position to do it. It doesn't think that it's good. It doesn't think that it's evil. It just knows that you're doing it, so it puts you there. Okay. Part the reason why it's very important to be mindful of your habitual movements throughout the day. Because again, if you're positioning your body in places that does not suit your body itself, the body doesn't even care about its own safety. It cares about you. So much so that it would take itself out of balance to make sure that you are able to complete the tasks that you do on a daily basis. Think about that. Think about that. So, now with this stretch, right? Whew, ain't going on a world here. Now with this stretch, I'm gonna see if I can use a body part that's easier for you all to see. Now, let's see, I guess my wrist would be, yeah, my wrist would do it. Let me pull this out. So, my wrist's range of motion is, as you can see here, right? Although I do have more range of motion within this pattern, but because I don't move my wrist in these ranges of motion quite often, this is as far as it goes. So if I want to increase the range of motion or increase the awareness of how far my body can move so that my body repositions itself to a more balanced position that recognizes my complete range of motion, I apply a little bit of pressure to the point where I can feel where the start of the stretch is. And I feel it here. Like I can feel stretching coming down to the top part of my hand here, right? From here, I resist or push against the pressure that I am applying to my hand. So I lift up, or should I say I pull back this way against the pressure that's coming down on me from this position of the stretch. So I push up a little and give myself about a good 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right? And then I release the tension out of my hand. And although it's not that visible, you can see that I was able to fall a little deeper into that stretch. And I can continue doing this little tension, relax, until I reach the point of where I want to, until I reach the point of the max range of motion that I'm looking to achieve. Now, with that in mind, how that stretch tends to work, is how it's performed. And the idea that was given to me while I was at National Holistic Institute is that you're resetting your nervous system's perception of how far it can move because it sets itself to your habitual movements. So it's like almost saying like your body forgot that it can move that far. In essence, like, oh, I didn't know I can move this far. So let me move down a little bit more. And then you keep going back. It's, oh, I didn't know I can move that far. I can move a little bit more kind of thing, right? So it's like this sense that your body forgot. I don't think that in my worldview, I mean, I think that there is parts of that is true. And I do think that there is this sense of like forgetfulness, but not in that wording. I think that it's more a weakness also. Because one, like the things that you do mostly on a daily basis, the movements that you make are the movements that will be most strong in your body, right? So your body positions itself centered around its strength, right? The body is not going to position itself in a place where it becomes vulnerable, right? So it centers itself around your strength. Again, like I said, if my shoulders are up here all day, right, then I am developing strength in my shoulders because I'm creating tension to keep my shoulders up here. That's not how they naturally sit. They would naturally sit like this. But because I'm applying strength, tension to my shoulders to keep them up here, I'm strengthening this position. So the body positions itself to its strongest position. And the strongest position is the position that is most habitually used. Okay? So in order to get your body to see more of itself, more of its strength, more of its awareness, you have to apply strength to positions that it is not normally in. Again, I'm saying the same whole thing. It's not like the body forgot that it can move this far. It's that your body knows that this position is weak, right? So in order to strengthen this position, you have to apply tension to this particular position by resistance. It almost becomes like an isometric exercise, sitting in this position here to strengthen you in this position so that you can go deeper, right? It resets your balance point. And that's kind of what proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation is and how I think it works, right? And in a sense, like throughout the self-massaging techniques I'm going to bring you to, that is kind of exactly how you are going to be massaging your face, is by this resistance in these positions to help strengthen your neck and your jaws, whatever, as we're going through this process. Because it's going to be a meeting of your head into, you're going to be meeting, or should I say, meeting your body with your hands to, one, I guess you could say, relieve the tension in these particular areas, and two, also to strengthen your neck as you're holding your head in these positions. Because having a strong neck keeps your head upright, and if your head is upright, it's easier to think. That's just my interpretation. But anyway, I just wanted to give y'all that a little bit so y'all understand the ideas behind proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. And we will be using that in the process. So it's like kind of enveloped in the self-massage of the face. It's not necessarily the end-all be-all of massaging the face, but we're going to be using some of that language of proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation to, in essence, massage our face. So I will catch you on the next video so that we can begin getting some of that gook, access tension, and let's say some of that lymph or waste out of our face. Yes? So I see you in another minute.